Okay, so the textbook says this about a beat. A beat is the next smaller structural unit. It is a single unit of thought. It is a section of dialogue about a particular subject or idea. A change in subject or idea means the beginning of a new beat. A beat can be anywhere from a single word to several pages long. Beats are similar to paragraphs in other kinds of writing, but they are not signaled by indentations or any other typographical device. The book also describes a French scene, saying that it is a scene that begins whenever a character enters or exits and continues until the next entrance or exit. It gives the example of a father and a daughter arguing, and then the mother walks in. The French scene is started and will end once the mother leaves. So the French scene that I chose, it was in Movement 2, right at the beginning of Movement 2. Starts on page 39 of the ebook that I was reading, and it ends on page 41. And I have like 39 and 41 written on the PDF that I'm submitting. So there were 4 beats that I found in this French scene. And this French scene only includes the little boy and the fat man. So the first beat's action is when the fat man is trying to decide between an Indian and a loon. And then the motivation behind it is the TV, which prompted the question to the fat man. And then the conflict is that he does not understand and cannot come up with an answer when he says, "I don't get it." The second beat's action is when the little boy says that he wants to go home. The motivation for this is that, quote-unquote, everyone got a place in our mind that isn't exactly where we're living. And the conflict is that everybody wants to go home, but they can't seem to find a home. The third beat's action is when the fat man says that everybody wants to go back inside. Inside what is the question, he says. The motivation for him saying this is that nobody knows that they want to go back to, and they seem to keep moving further away from the answer. So the conflict, the fat man compares the inside that he's talking about to the hole, which is also like home, and says that everybody is in this hole and that they can't get out. The fourth beat is action is when the little boy writes E equals MC squared with his dinner. The man then says that the kid is not his and not his problem. And then the conflict is when the man says to the boy, "What are you, a wise guy or something?" and then tells him to put on his clothes in a bit of a hostile manner. And then you can see my, like I highlighted in different colors, action, conflict, and motivation in the PDF that I'm submitting. And the beats are outlined in red and they're numbered in red. So if you want to check any of that.